On June 26, 2025, the courtroom atmosphere shifted from tense to absolutely surreal in a matter of seconds. Judge Lemon, a figure who until that moment had seemed unflappable and firmly in control, shocked everyone by standing up and storming out of court right in the middle of a hearing. Gasps filled the room. At first, nobody understood what was happening. Was this a planned break? Was he feeling unwell? No one had any idea, but within hours, the truth started to unravel, and what came out sounded like a plot straight out of a Hollywood thriller, except this time, it was real life. And the stakes were enormous. It turns out that the person behind this courtroom earthquake was none other than Ryan Reynolds, the beloved actor known for his sharp humor and playful public image. But this time, there was no joke, no witty tweet. Ryan accidentally let slip a revelation that would shake Hollywood to its core. His own wife, Blake Lively, allegedly paid money to a key witness to hide Justin Baldoni's court case. This wasn't just a simple mistake or a casual leak. It was a confession that demolished everything people thought they knew about the case. For a long time, many people suspected that Judge Lemon might have been on Blake's payroll, especially after his strong support for her side in dismissing Baldoni's massive $400 million lawsuit. But Ryan's accidental reveal flipped that theory upside down. The real dirty work, it seemed, was coming from Blake's team the entire time. A crucial document, an affidavit that played a massive role in Blake's courtroom win, wasn't just inaccurate, it was completely fake, crafted to make Baldoni look guilty and protect Blake's image. This document had been a cornerstone in Judge Lemon's decision to throw out Baldoni's claims, and now, that foundation was crumbling in real time. The news didn't come in the form of a casual side comment or a mysterious tweet. On June 25th, Ryan took to Instagram with a sense of purpose. Turning his social media account into a digital courtroom, he dropped an avalanche of accusations. Shared screenshots of private messages, leaked emails, and even confidential legal documents. This wasn't a man lashing out in a moment of anger. It was a meticulously planned move, clearly meant to deliver maximum impact. His words were calm but cutting. The truth needs to come out, no matter what it costs. That one sentence set the internet on fire. In an instant, Blake's seemingly clever $400 million victory transformed from a legal masterstroke into what now appeared to be an elaborate web of deception and manipulation. The heart of this legal scandal revolves around a man named James Vitusa, a reporter for the Daily Mail. On June 6, 2025, he signed an affidavit that became the centerpiece of Blake's defense. This wasn't just any piece of evidence, it was the linchpin. In it, Vitusa claimed that Blake's longtime publicist, Leslie Sloan, had never run a smear campaign against Justin Baldoni. Instead, it painted Baldoni as the aggressor and Sloan as the innocent party. Judge Lemon referenced this document more than 10 times when dismissing Baldoni's lawsuit. Blake's legal team even used it to justify demanding $1.3 million in legal fees from Baldoni for a while. It looked like an ironclad win. But Ryan's revelations proved that the document's foundation was rotten. Ryan's choice to break his silence didn't come lightly. According to insiders close to the couple, he had been wrestling with what he knew for months, torn between loyalty to his wife and a growing sense of moral responsibility. Finally, on June 24th, he reached his breaking point. He shared private text messages showing that Vitusa had been under extreme pressure from his bosses at the Daily Mail. In one chilling message, Vitusa wrote about the unbearable stress and threats he faced if he didn't sign the affidavit. Ryan, in a caption that stunned fans and followers alike, wrote, "I couldn't just stand by and watch lies destroy someone's life." This was no longer about standing by his wife. It was about taking a stand for what he believed was right. Then, the most explosive twist yet arrived on June 25th. James Vitusa himself decided to publicly retract the affidavit that had anchored Blake's legal victory. With the help of powerhouse criminal defense lawyer Mark Gergos, Vitusa issued a bombshell public statement. He claimed that Daily Mail executives had coerced, threatened, and manipulated him into signing a document he knew was false. His retraction wasn't just a personal confession. It was a torpedo to Blake's defense strategy. Without that affidavit, her entire case falls apart. Suddenly, Baldoni's legal team had a solid reason to appeal, and there's now a serious chance that the case will be reopened. The consequences of this revelation are bigger than just one lawsuit. Vitusa's claims have set off alarm bells about the entire legal process. How did a document so central to a $400 million case avoid deeper scrutiny? Why did the court so readily accept it without challenge? Trust in the judicial system has been shaken, and questions are swirling not just in Hollywood boardrooms but among everyday people following the case. Meanwhile, the Daily Mail, already notorious for pushing sensational stories, now faces its biggest crisis yet. The emails Ryan leaked suggests there was a coordinated effort between Blake's legal team and the newspaper's executives. Public outrage has reached fever pitch, with hashtags like #JusticeForBaldoni and #DailyMailLies trending everywhere. As all this unfolds, Blake Lively's carefully polished reputation is taking heavy blows. Once celebrated as a Hollywood-style icon and America's sweetheart, She is now accused of orchestrating a ruthless smear campaign against Baldoni, using forged evidence, and perhaps engaging in deeply unethical tactics. Her publicist, Leslie Sloan, isn't escaping the fallout either, as she faces accusations of being the mastermind behind this alleged campaign of lies. Ryan's decision to go public has divided Hollywood down the middle. Some praise him as a brave whistleblower stepping up for the truth, while others suspect he's trying to protect his own image before Blake's legal and personal collapse drags him down with her. Adding to the chaos is the revelation of Van Zen, a shadowy shell company that Blake and Ryan allegedly used to obtain private text messages supporting her defense. If true, this discovery adds a whole new layer of deceit. What was once seen as a strategic legal move now looks like a possibly illegal scheme to manipulate the outcome of the case. Legal experts warn that if the Van Zen accusations hold up, Blake's defense could crumble entirely, and her public image might be permanently destroyed. Ryan's involvement in Van Zen remains unclear. Did he know about it all along? Was he an active participant? Or did he only learn the full extent of the deceit recently? His sudden decision to leak everything might be a strategic escape plan, or it might be a genuine act of remorse. Either way, his role only makes this scandal more explosive and messy. As reporters, analysts, and fans dig into every leaked email and social media clue, the ripple effects keep spreading. Legal experts are calling for new investigations, and social media is lit up with new hashtags. Hashtag VanZengate, hashtag expose the truth, and hashtag Blake scandal. Public opinion is changing at lightning speed. Blake's once loyal supporters are starting to abandon her, while Baldoni's legal team is pushing forward aggressively. Their appeal claims the original case dismissal was based on fraudulent evidence and manipulated documents. If the appeal succeeds, it could mean not just reopening the lawsuit but turning Blake from a legal victor into the main defendant fighting for a reputation and career. Meanwhile, the Daily Mail faces its own reckoning. Ryan's evidence and Vitusa's confession make the publication look like an accomplice rather than an unbiased news outlet. For a brand already known for its controversial headlines and aggressive reporting tactics, this could be the final nail in the coffin. Demands for accountability are rising fast, and legal consequences may soon follow. Ryan's transformation from Hollywood's lovable comic hero to a controversial, complicated whistleblower is fascinating and polarizing. Rumors swirl that his marriage to Blake is on the brink of collapse, with insiders claiming they're barely speaking behind closed doors. Their playful Instagram banter and glowing red carpet appearances now seem like distant memories, overshadowed by scandal, mutual distrust, and public betrayal. While Blake has stayed largely silent, letting her legal team handle denials and statements, her silence has become deafening as the world turns against her. Meanwhile, Justin Baldoni's team is newly energized, using this scandal to push for a total reevaluation of the case. Their argument is that the original dismissal was not only unfair but fraudulent, and that Blake's entire legal strategy was built on lies. If successful, it could flip the entire case on its head and force Blake to answer difficult questions in front of a judge and the entire world. Ryan's true motivation remains a mystery. Is he genuinely acting out of moral conviction, or is this a calculated move to distance himself from a sinking ship? Some hail him as a hero, finally standing up to lies and manipulation, while others believe he's just looking out for his own reputation regardless of what's really driving him. One thing is clear: the stakes for Blake, Baldoni, Ryan, and the entire Hollywood legal system have never been higher. The fallout from this scandal is ongoing and only gaining momentum. With each new revelation, the pressure on Blake's defense intensifies, and the entire narrative continues to unravel. The big question now is whether Justin Baldoni will finally get his day in court, and whether Blake's Hollywood empire, built on what may now be exposed as layers of lies, will survive this brutal storm. What started as a legal fight has turned into a full-scale public reckoning, a scandal that's pulling in everyone around it at breakneck speed. Hollywood and the entire world are watching, waiting for the next twist that might blow everything wide open. Stay tuned, because this story isn't just far from over. It's only getting started, and the next chapter promises to be even more explosive than anyone could have imagined.